Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about this pretty cool knife here. It is a Kubey, K-U-B-E-Y, Phemius. So a couple hard words there. Pretty nice little knife, and good opportunity to buy this knife, at least right now, at a pretty affordable price. So if you'd like to hear about this knife, go ahead and check out the video. All right, welcome back to the Fortified Castle, where we talk about knives, because we love knives and we know you love knives, and so we're going to share it all with you. Today we're talking about this one. Before we do, let me just say hi to all my viewers. Really appreciate you for stopping by and checking the channel out. This is a pretty nice knife. I like it. I don't know. We're going to take a look at it and see what you think. So, this is a Kubey. That is a Chinese firm. You can see their logo there on the disc, the pivot disc right there, KB. And I bought this from them with a code that gave me 37% off. So this knife normally would retail around $56, and I got it for $26, so I think it's a steal for that. So it's a big knife. Let me just pop out some knives here real quick. This is a little cattle knife right here, 3 1/4 inches, and you can see how it measures up to that. This is a trapper. You can see how it measures up to a trapper, a little bigger than a trapper. So yeah, it is a big knife with a really cool, sexy trailing tip blade there. I really like that. Looks really cool. It's red. I don't know whether that's showing up in the video or not, but it's really a red G10 scales. So what you have is an overall length on this knife of 8.43 inches, which is 21.4 centimeters. The blade right here, from tip to start, is 3.66 inches. That's 9.3 centimeters. And your handle length is 4.76 inches, so about 4 3/4 inches. It's a pretty big knife. That's 12.1 centimeters. The width of this is fairly comfortable. It's a little over what we would call perfect, 0.51 inches or 1.3 centimeters, so little over half an inch, but fills my hand good. And doesn't feel bad. The blade thickness on this thing is about 3.1 millimeters, which is 0.112 inches. Pretty standard, pretty good stock on here. You get some nice jimping. This is not aggressive, feels good. If anything, it may not be aggressive enough if you like jimping, but I like that thumb hold right there. Really helps with the stabby functions, and I like it. I like the blade design. I like that trailing tip. Here you can see the Kubey logo, and on the back you have D2, nothing else. Not a billboard here. Pretty good. Yeah, you know, just Kubey. This is an in-house design, so it's not done by a designer. You have a liner lock here, with our early lockup. Let's see, I'd say that's about 25-30% lockup on this. Really nice. You can flick it. So, like, I only can flick it once, and then I can't do it again. But thumb hole just comes right out. Just powers out there. I mean, boom. No effort at all to get this big blade out. Runs on ceramic bearings, so that's probably why it's pretty smooth. Because of the coloring on this, it's hard to see the centering. So I'm going to do it this way, and you can see right there, it's pretty centered. Dead on, really. All the hardware is stainless steel. The clip, the liners in it, and you have some really heavy scalloped scales in there. I don't know whether you can see them. There you go. See how they've really cut a lot out of there. But even with that, this knife comes in at, I think, let me see if I can find it here, 4.31 inches, 122 grams. So it's not a brick, but it's right there on the getting up there spot, you know. What else? You got G10 here. Feels good in the hand. I like this knife. So the reason I bought this was it's 26 bucks. Man, you can't go wrong with this knife for $26. But this is a pretty nice knife if you just look at this knife. But I always like to compare it to other knives because that's what you got to do. It has competition, right? And so if you look at some other options, like the Ontario Rat 1, which is very similar to this, you just have basics D2. This is OS 8. You have stainless steel hardware, G10 grips, G10 grips. So they're very similar knives. Also similar in size. So the Kubey, I don't know. They look dead on, actually. Yeah. Rat 1 may even be bigger, actually. But made in Taiwan, made in China. So these I looked today are going for $26 at Chicago Knife Works. So really quite a bit less than the retail price of this knife. And I don't know, you have a little more design in this knife, but I have to say that this is probably built better. You do have caged ceramic bearings here on this knife. It's a lot smoother than the Rat 1. It's also brand new, and this has been EDC'd all the heck and gone. Another option, this is a Kershaw Emerson. Again, you're going to pay around the $26 range. Made in China, D2 steel. Really nice knife. This is a heavy-duty knife here, and feels great in the hand. It is a little bit smaller. So when you look at these options, which you could buy retail 26, you have to use a code to get this for 26. Normally, if you go to Chicago Knife Works, it's going to be $56. So I think they're a little bit overpriced. Maybe because they're using D2. You know, this is OS 8. And if you go to D2 and they're at 1, I think it goes up to $40. So still less. Rat 1 is less than one of these Phemiuses here. You get a little more styling, though, on this knife. This is just a introductory video. I have not used this knife, so I really can't comment on how durable it'll be, but I don't see why it won't be durable. It appears to be well built. The clip is not sunken in there, but I had no problem putting it in my pocket and taking it out. It's tip up. Carry on this. Let me see if I got anything else to share with y'all. It's a flat grind. Black wash finish. I don't know whether I mentioned that. Black grind, black wash finish. Very sharp. This knife is very, very sharp. That's one thing. They did a great job on sharpening it. And the HRC they advertise is 59 to 61 HRC, which is high for D2. So the edge should last quite a bit of time for you. Definitely lasts longer than the Sauce 8 blade right here. So anyhow, yeah, I think that's a nice knife. Worth the buy, especially at 26. You just can't go wrong, man. You could throw this in the truck and use it as a beater if you wanted to. This company, Kubey, first time I heard about it, they have a lot of different model numbers, but they're basically an OEM producing knives, you know, on their own, just starting out. They do offer some premium models. So yeah, I like it. I definitely buy this at $26. I'll put the code in the description box for you. If you go to Kubey and use that code, you'll get 37% off. There's another code, I'll put that in there too. On non-D2 knives, you only get 6% off. So quite a bit less of a savings. Anyhow, I hope you found it informative. This is the first time I've ever had a Kubey. I bought 2 of them, so I like them enough to buy 2. All right. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching the video. We've got a live show coming up on the 19th, next Tuesday. It's going to be at 12 Eastern Standard Time. That's 5 o'clock UK time. And I'm going to be looking at my collection. So it's too big to look at the whole thing. I'm going to just take one section of the collection. We're going to look at it, answer your questions, talk about vintage knives, how much it costs to get these knives, ways you can get them without paying as much, that kind of thing. And anything else you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. It's basically your show, not my show. So thanks again. I'll see you next Tuesday on the live show with Steven from Patty's Potato Peeler. All right, thanks again.